Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. In our last video or update, we talked on how to transform a table into a graph, and we also discussed on various type of charts and when to use each. So this particular video will talk on uh, how to use a chart when you have a data and you cannot maybe come to a decision on what type of chart to be used to best describe your data. So if you have this kind of a problem, you don't need to worry. So all what you just need to do, you just go to the insert and you have the recommended chart. So you use that. So in this particular demonstration, we're going to use three different types of data to see how this option works. For instance, this is our first data. You just need to highlight the whole data. So the data is just a kind of reading hours and score of a particular student. So ideally, if you are to present this type of data, it should be a kind of a linear graph to show the linkage so that you can be able to develop a model at the end of the day that can predict the score from a reading hours. So you just highlight this and you can just go to the recommended chart option. So you can now see from the first option, it is showing us a straight line graph. So you can just adopt that and click on OK. So you see these three extensions are meant for the like if you want to edit the content of this particular chart. So you can make use of this tree extension. The one with the plus sign will help you to add and remove any of the titles and other features of the chart. Like for instance, if you don't want the axis, so you can remove them or you can bring them back. Also the axis title, you can do that. So maybe if you are to present a graph like this, normally these grid lines need to be removed before you can use it in your report or whatsoever. So you can do that by just clicking the grid line, and also if you want it, you can restore it back. So this particular option will give you a kind of a chance or option to choose the style on the type of the distance that you want to use. So like it will just like maybe this one, you can now see the style here. You can see the second style, and this is another style. So you can just play around with it to use the style that will make your work presentable. So this particular option, if used, like for instance, maybe if you have this is just a graph of reading and score A. Maybe if we have score B attached to this, so we can remove or add both of the scores to be on the graph, or we can decide maybe to use only one. So this is the option to use. Maybe alternatively, if you don't want to utilize this, so you can go to the design, and from here you can be able to choose the style that you want, and here you can change the color of your choice. This one you can also change the layout of the graph, so you can introduce a base fit line into the graph, or if you want the model and also the R square to establish the relationship, you can do that. So here you have the model that can help you to predict a score based on the reading hours, and you also have the R the correlation coefficient. So in this case, it's very weak actually. So you can now make your conclusion based on that. So this one is an alternative that will help you to like introduce the legend, remove the legend and whatsoever. So just like this option that we have used. So okay, now let's go to the second example. Maybe this is a data that shows a contribution of three groups. So you can highlight the data. So here you have two options. Basically, you can use the bar chart or you can use the pie chart. If you want to show the like a contribution of each group, like in form of a proportion, so you can use a pie chart, or you can use by chart if you just want to like compare the three groups together. So let's go to the insert and utilize the recommended chart option. So you can see basically it presented you with these two. So each one that you check will serve the purpose. So let's say maybe we want to just show the the proportion. So we can go ahead and use that. So you can also use this particular extension to change whatever variable that you want to change from the graph, just like the way we did it in the first scenario. So let's go to the third one. These are scores of student A, B, and C in three respective subjects: English, mathematics, and physics. So basically, if you have this kind of this thing, bar chart are best graph to be used for this kind of situation. So you just need to highlight and you go to the insert and then utilize the recommended chart option. So you can now see from the options given, the bar graph is the one that even pop up the first. So just click on that. So you can also edit whatever you want to edit to make your chart presentable. So whenever you have a data, and maybe you are not sure on what type of chart to be used for that particular data, so you don't need to panic. You just go to the insert and make use of this recommended chart option. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.